My dear friends of the secondary school third year, welcome back to our TV Educational English program. Today, my dear friends, let me introduce my colleague, Károlين Nagdi طوبيا.
Hello, Mr. Muhammad.
Hello, Mr. Károlين.
Hello, my dear students. Today, we are going to have more and more of information together. Today, we have our text of Travels with My Aunt. Not only that, we also have some vocabulary to take, we have exercises, and we have our grammar. Today, our grammar is about conjunctions. Conjunctions are the words that link. They are very important. Please be with us and get prepared. Let's start.
Travels with my aunt.
Influential. Having a lot of influence.
The meaning of words. Banking. The business of a bank. العمل البنكي.
Bully. To frighten someone or threaten to hurt them, especially if they are weaker or smaller than you.
Excited. Happy, interested, or helpful because someone or something good has happened or is expected.
Excitement, the noun, the feeling of being excited.
Influence. To have an effect on the way someone or something develops, behaves, or thinks. يؤثر أو تأثير.
Regard. To think about someone or something in a particular way.
Storyteller, الراوي, someone who tells stories.
Adventurous, exciting and involving danger.
Conventional, thinking and behaving in the normal and traditional way.
تقليدي. بالضبط. Find out. To get information about something or someone. يكتشف.
Funeral, a ceremony for someone who had just died. الجنازة.
Lead to. To cause something to happen.
Lifestyle, the way that someone lives, including their work and activities, and what things they want.
Spontaneous, something that is done because you want to do it, not because you plan to do it. طريقة عشوائية.
Henry Polling is a retired bank manager and lives a very conventional life. His mother dies just after he retires.
At the funeral, he meets his aunt, Augusta. Augusta, a woman in her 70s, who he has not seen for 50 years.
Aunt Augusta has traveled all over the world. From everything she says, it's obvious that Augusta has lived an adventurous, unconventional life.
After the funeral, Henry and Augusta meet again. And despite having very different personalities, they got on well. Augusta tells Henry things about his family that he never knew.
Augusta then persuades Henry to go traveling with her. At first, 2 places in England, but gradually to more exciting destinations.
Until now, Henry has lived a quiet life. Most of the people he knows are bank customers or colleagues.
One day, Augusta tells Henry she is taking him to Istanbul. He is surprised by this sudden announcement.
He's used to planning everything he does, but Augusta is always spontaneous and seems to make decisions without thinking. On the journey to Istanbul, Henry finds out more about his aunt's unusual lifestyle and her past.
As they travel, Henry sees new cultures for the first time, and Augusta introduces him to her old friends, who all exciting and unusual stories to tell.
Henry is often surprised by what he hears, but begins to enjoy himself more and more.
When he returned to England, Henry enjoys his retirement looking after the flowers in his gardens.
But he's a changed man. He misses his aunt and her interesting friends, and Augusta has shown him a new way of looking at the world.
Now, my dear friends, choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. Some people space playing computer games as a waste of time. Think, regard, believe, or wait. بعض الناس إن لعب الكمبيوتر ده مضيعة للوقت. طبعا كلمة regard معناها يعتبر. بعض الناس بتعتبر إن playing computer games as a waste of time.
Charles Dickens was one of the 19th century's most famous space storytellers, bestsellers, fortune tellers, or tellers. Of course, Charles Dickens was one of the famous storytellers, كتاب القصة.
After the space of the day, the children couldn't sleep. Enhancement, embarrassment, engaged, or excitement. طبعا بعد المتعة والإثارة بتاع اليوم the children couldn't sleep. Excitement.
Many people agree that Shakespeare is the most space writer in the English language. Infectious, illegal, influential, and initial. Of course, Shakespeare is the most influential, المؤثر.
Children who space other children at school should be sent home. أطفال اللي folly, poly, trolley, or oifully. طبعا الأطفال اللي بي poly after other children at school should be sent. طبعا يبلطج على الآخرين أو يعتدي عليه.
My cousin believes in. He never plans what he's going to do. In spontaneity, stupidity, ambiguity, or brutality. Of course, he believes in spontaneity, العشوائية. نعمل حاجة من غير planning.
I didn't think about I was doing. I just did it space. Slowly, abundantly, spontaneously, alarmingly. طبعا أنا بعمل الحاجة spontaneously معناها عفوية وتلقائية لأن أنا ما بفكرش فيه.
Our holiday to Australia was a great space. We spent 2 months exploring the country. Acupuncture, agriculture, adventure, or failure. طبعا بما أنها it was great يعني فيها positive meaning حاجة إيجابية, so it was a great adventure.
In some countries, it's the space to shake hands whenever you meet someone. Convention, this is noun. Dimension, decision or invention. طبعا it's convention. من العادات والتقاليد بتاعتهم to shake hands whenever or wherever you meet someone.
She finds long train journeys very space. She really doesn't enjoy them. Tired, tires, tiredness, or tiring. She found the journey very tiring. ونخلي بالنا بما اننا بنوصف الجيرني نفسها يبقى لازم ing لانها مش بتوصف الشخص, بتوصف الناون نفسه اللي جاي اللي هو الجيرني.
Now, my dear friends, find the mistakes in each of the following sentences, then write them correctly. He is a retired bank manager and lives a conventional life. طبعا هي professional life يعني حياة مهنية. مش حياة تقليدية, حياة مهنية.
I can think of so many things I'll really miss when I leave. Of course, I can think of so many things I'll really miss يعني أفتقدها, لكن miss اللي بالإي معناها فوضى.
I love working abroad and meeting people from different from different cultures. يعني أنا لما بشتغل في دولة أجنبية طبعا ببقى سعيد جدا لما أقابل ناس من ثقافات مختلفة.
He has very unusual stories to speak. Of course, he has very unusual stories to tell. You tell a story. حتى بنقول storyteller.
He was surprised by her sudden advertisement that she was going to resign. طبعا sudden decision. He was surprised by her sudden decision. هو فوجئ بقرارها المفاجئ.
Now let's move to the grammar and see our grammar today. We are going to present conjunctions. Conjunctions كلمات الربط.
في عندنا من الروابط في زي because و as و since، دول معناهم لأن، دول بيجي بعدهم جملة sentence subject and verb. نفس الجملة أو نفس المعنى because of owing to due to، دول بيجي بعدهم noun أو verb على ing. فأنت الأول شوف الأداة الربط اللي أنت عايزها إيه، هل بمعنى لأن ولا ولكن، وبعد كده ارجع شوف تاني اللي بعدها ده هيبقى عايز جملة ولا عايز noun و verb plus ing. يبقى احنا بنتكلم النهارده عن الروابط اللي بيجي بعدها جمله وروابط، في روابط بيجي بعدها جمله، في روابط بيجي بعدها فيرب بلس او بلس ان جي او ناون، في بيجي بعدها روابط بيجي بعدها انفينيتيف. طبعا كل ده هنتعامل معاه النهارده. يبقى الاول بعد النقط لما اجي اختار اشوف ايه اللي بعد النقط عشان اختار الرابط صح. because as since، و since هنا معناها لان جاي بعدها جمله، بتبقى جمله ايه؟ جمله سببيه. The girls are jealous of her. البنات بتغير منها. ليه؟ Because لأن، ممكن أقول because و as و since. She is very beautiful.
The project will not continue next year since there is a lack of funds. Since هنا بمعنى لأن، يعني because في نقص في المعونات اللي هتجيلنا، وبالتالي since بمعنى because.
Because of، owing to، due to، for، out of. طبعا كل دي برضه روابط بمعنى بسبب، وده في الحالات دي بيجي بعدها noun or gerund.
The girls are very jealous of her because she's beautiful. The girls are very jealous of her due to her beauty.
ممكن أقول due to her beauty أو أقول due to being beautiful. Being very beautiful لكونها جميلة. The girls are very jealous of her. being اللي بيجي بعدها noun، بيجي بعدها يقول لك مثلا being a teacher I teach you English. لكن لما اقول هي being very beautiful the girls are very jealous of her.
So that, in order that, in the hope that. دايما بيجي بعديهم subject plus the modal verb plus main verb. لازم فيها نتيجة. I'll go home ليه؟ So that I can take some rest.
He traveled to London so that he might أو he could learn English. traveled في الباست عشان كده قلنا might أو قلنا could. لكن لو كانت travels مضارع فبنقول may أو بنقول can.
Besides plus the verb plus ing. Besides going shopping, we visited some friends.
In addition to. In addition to بيجي بعدها noun أو verb plus ing. لكن in addition بس بتساوي كلمة and، يعني بيجي بعدها جملة ممكن. فلما أقول in addition to going shopping we visited some friends أو we visited some friends in addition to going shopping.
In addition plus subject plus verb. Like what Mr. Muhammad said, in addition is like and. So it just links the sentence between the first and the second sentence. So we say we went shopping. In addition, we visited some friends.
as well as. طبعا ساعات بيجي الفايند ميستيك في كلمة will نفسها، يقول لي مثلا as soon as far as، لكن as well as بتساوي besides وبتساوي in addition to. بيجي بعدها noun معناها بالإضافة إلى، بيجي بعدها noun أو gerund. As well as going shopping we visited some friends. As well as. I'm very keen on politics. My brother is very keen on politics. هنا لما نحب نقول I as well as my brother، طب الفعل بتاع الجملة لما يكون الفعلين مختلفين، الفعل بتاع الجملة بيبقى على الفعل الأولاني I ولا الفعل الثاني my brother؟ لا، الفعل بتاع الجملة بتاع as well as بيعتمد على الفعل الأولاني اللي هو I. فعشان كده ما فيش طالب يقول as well as my brother as well as my brother is عشان my brother، لا عشان I، فبتيجي برضه find the mistake. as well I, as well as my brother, am very keen on.
Not only and but also. Or not only and then but and then as well. في دي لو احنا هنحط not only بنحط and also في الآخر. لو هنفصلهم هنخليها as well في الآخر. For example, we not only went shopping but also we visited some friends. يبقى أنا عندي مش بس احنا رحنا shopping، لا وكمان احنا زرنا بعض الأصدقاء. يبقى not only at the beginning in the second sentence but also. طب ينفع أقولها بطريقة تانية؟ Yes of course. We can say we not only went shopping but we visited some friends as well. يبقى أنا لو أنا مش هقول and also يبقى أقدر أقول طريقة تانية but وأحط as well at the end of the sentence.
كمان احنا لازم نعرف ان not only لما تيجي في وسط الجملة غير لما تيجي في أول الجملة. لو جت في أول الجملة بتعامل على ان هي في صيغة سؤال. يعني هقول not only did we go. اوكي؟ يبقى في فرق بين not only لما يكون ب small letter غير لما تكون not only ب capital letter. وهنشوف برضو الكلام ده مع بعض في عملية الأسئلة وفي عملية الإكزامبلز. not only لما جت هنا ب capital letter بقى did we go shopping but also we visited some friends. في الجملة الأولى بس بعد not only جبنا في helping verb بعد كده جبنا الفعل في الانفينيتيف. لكن في الجملة الثانية الفعل فضل زي ما هو في الباست. not only did we go shopping but also we visited some friends.
The reason plus subject plus verb, or is and was and then that plus subject plus verb. How can we use this? Let's see. The reason we didn't consider her for the job was that she didn't have enough experience. يعني السبب اللي خلانا ما نقبلش بيها في هذه الوظيفة كان ايه؟ was that she didn't have enough experience. يعني أنا عندي سبب وعندي نتيجة. فبالتالي بنبدأ بالسبب هو the reason، نحط بعديها subject and verb، وبعد كده الجزء الثاني من السنتنس اللي هو النتيجة هنحط was that وبرضو تكملة الجملة عشان ندي النتيجة.
We didn't consider her for that job because she didn't have enough experience. نفس الجملة اللي فاتت بس حطينا because. Although, though, even though. ده روابط ودي بيجي بعدها جملة كاملة. She was in poor health. She continued to carry out her duties. يعني واحدة لما تكون صحتها تعبانة بس استمرت ان هي تنفذ المهام بتاعتها وتشتغل، يبقى ده تناقض. طب أداة الربط هقول ايه؟ هجيب بعدها الجملة الرئيسية، الجملة الرئيسية بتاعتي ان she was in poor health. هقول although she was in poor health she continued to carry out her duties. لكن لو عايز استخدم but هجيب في الجملة الاعتراضية. هقول she was in poor health but ولكن she continued to carry out her duties. يلا نشوف مع بعض. Although she was in poor health she continued to carry out her duties. although هنا جاء بعدها جملة.
زي ما لسه بنقول although, though and even though all these are words to express contrast. contrast يعني في تضاد، في تناقض ما بين الجملة الأولى والجملة الثانية، تناقض بالمعنى طبعا. although, though and even though جه بعديها sentence. لكن في عندنا كلمات تانية we can use to link the sentences ونعمل conjunction بس مش بنحط بعديها sentence. زي مثلا in spite of and despite. الاثنين دول بنفس المعنى بس ايه اللي بيجي بعديهم؟ ما ينفعش sentence، يا إما noun يا إما ing form. Now we're going to go for more exercises. Choose the correct answer.
دكتور عيشة used to go with her father to meeting space. She learned to write and read. الجملة دي جاية من التكست بالظبط. to which, by which, at which ولا for which. طبعا هنا في الاجتماع نفسه يبقى at which she learned to write and read.
This is the waiter space serves food in this restaurant. Who, which, who apostrophe s, or whose. Of course, this is the waiter who serves food.
The nurse space responsibility is to look after patients. Has worked at hospital for 10 years. عايز هنا اسم واللي بعدها اسم. responsibility دي اسم. فلما يكون في اسمين ورا بعض والاسم الثاني مملوك للاسم الاولاني بقول ايه؟ اقول whose. يبقى the nurse whose responsibility. الممرضة اللي مسؤوليتها is to look after patients.
This is the knife, space, he cut the bread. For which, to which, with which, on which. هذه السكينة يبقى اللي بيها قطع العيش يبقى لازم with and the pronoun which.
The meeting space I went was very boring. For which, to which, at which, ولا on which. هو هنا في صفة للميتنج. قبل الجملة الأولى كان بيقول لك دكتور عيشة عبد الرحمن كان بتروح الاجتماعات اللي بتعمل فيها كذا. لكن الاجتماع ده اللي أنا رحته يبقى لازم أقول to which. يبقى the meeting to which I went was very boring.
He says he's busy, space, he really means he doesn't want to go out this evening. At which, in which, for which, by which. واضح الجملة إني بدي ليها السبب يبقى he is busy for which he really means he doesn't want to go out this evening.
This is all space I want to say. What, that, who, or which. طبعا والجملة برضه هنختم بيها ونقول this is all that we want to say. ده كل اللي احنا عايزين نقوله النهارده. He was space to be a pilot after he was qualified. He was licensed, wanted, driven, given. عاوز اقول هو منح رخصة ان يكون طيار بعد ما أهل. طبعا احنا عارفين كلمة license بالسي اي ده رخصة بس ده نون. لكن لما تبقى بالاس بتنطق زد هنا دي معناها منح رخصة. He was licensed to be a pilot after he was qualified.
The headmaster's efforts to improve the school have been very space, affect, correct, effectiveness, and effective. طبعا بعد very لازم يكون adjective effective مؤثر. Effectiveness ده النون وبالتالي ما تنفعش. It has to be very effective.
دكتور عيشة helped to improve women's space in Egyptian society. دكتور عيشة ساعدت في تحسين ايه للمرأة في المجتمع المصري. Positioned, position, possessive or post. طبعا هنا في apostrophe اس بيجي بعدها noun apostrophe اس ملكية. apostrophe اس الملكية in Egyptian society. دكتور عيشة has helped to improve women's position in Egyptian society.
Florence worked as a nurse at time of war and helped the wounds, wound, wounded, wounding. طبعا help the wounded يعني الجرحى.
He is in space of the company during the absence of the manager. Recharge, charge, change, exchange. احنا في زي ما قلنا بنحفظ للتعبير بتاعنا زي ما هو كده الاكسبريشنز بيقول لي in charge of مسؤول عن هو بيكون مسؤول عن الشركة أثناء غياب المدير.
Congratulations! Your grade in the exam is spaceman. Impressive, impressed, impression, impress. Of course, your grade in the exam is impressive, مؤثرة, adjective form.
Dr. Aisha was concerned with space matters, religion, religions, religious, or religiously. دكتور عائشة كانت مهتمية بالأمور الدينية، فاحنا عايزين صفة لماترز. كلمة religion دين وريليجنز ديانات. الادجكتيف اللي عندنا هنا religious، فكانت مهتمية بإيه؟ religious matters بالأمور الدينية.
Sarah sings alone. She's a good space singer. Solo, only, lonely, or alone. طبعا she is a good solo singer.
Now, my dear friends, find the mistake in each of these sentences, then write them correctly.
The Egyptians appropriate Dr. Ahmed Zuweil's efforts in science. طبعا Dr. Ahmed Zuweil, God rest his soul in peace. هنشوف دلوقتي what is the mistake. ينفع أقول the Egyptians appropriate؟ طبعا it cannot go لأنه مش معقول أستعمل adjective بعد النون. طبيعي لازم يكون في verb. So the Egyptians appreciate Dr. Ahmed Zuweil's efforts in science.
Our teaching crew at school are very knowledgeable. هيئة التدريس اللي عندنا في المدرسة واسعة المعرفة. طبعا ما ينفعش أقول على هيئة التدريس اللي في المدرسة crew، أقول عليها إيه؟ staff. Our teaching staff at school are very knowledgeable.
Personnel, I think the problem of food shortage will affect us. Personally, I think the problem of food shortage will affect us. شخصياً.
Before you can fly a plane, you need to have a pilot's license. طب هنا في apostrophe s يجي بعدها noun، لكن جاي لي بعد apostrophe s جاي بعدها verb، فاحنا عايزين نحول من كلمة license إلى license. Before you can fly a plane, you need to have a pilot's license.
I found university work very difficult, but my friends were very encouraged. I found university work very difficult, but my friends were very برافو. سمعت حد بيقول encouraging مشجع adjective form.
Thank you, my dear friends. We come to the end for this episode today. Thank you, and wait for us the next time.
My dear student, hope you have enjoyed and benefited from our lesson today. We had a lot to introduce to you next time, so please don't forget our time. Be waiting for you. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.